Hello everyone. Good morning. My name is Tete and I am your tutor for today. So welcome to the UI UX design class for beginners. Today we are going to be designing the landing page, the hero landing page of a construction website. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So if you're with your laptops, please open it and run the Figma application. I'm very sure that you have that application on your system already, but if you don't, please download it after today's class. So let's go straight into Figma. So I'm going to be sharing my screen with you right about now. Let's see. Okay. All right. Can you see my screen now?
I can see it, ma.
All right. So this is the hero page of a construction website, and we are going to be creating this. We might not necessarily use this exact image, right? But we are going to be making this. So the first thing that we are going to do, I'm very sure that you know, like most of your Figma tools, right? Is that we're going to use a desktop frame, and we're going to be using this MacBook Air 2 frame, right? So when you come down here, you're going to see this stuff, right? Have you seen this pop-up where it's showing frame? So you click on it, and then when you do, different frames would appear here. So because we want to use a desktop frame, right? So let me close it. So this is how it will pop up. And then you get to pick the frame that you want. So we want to use a desktop frame. Um, so let's see. I'm going to be using the MacBook Air. Yeah. All right. So let me move this here. All right, so we have this. Let me take it up a bit. Yes. So the first thing I'm going to do is set the background, right? This background. So we might not necessarily use this. And there are two ways to actually get a background, right? There are actually several ways to get this as your background. So you either click on your frame, right? And then you come down here to where you have fill, and then you click on it, and then change the colors, patterns, yeah, image, and then use an image from your laptop. Or let's go back. You could right click and then use a plugin. So plugin gives you access to a lot of things, icons, images and whatnot. And right now we are going to be using the Unsplash. Now you can also download an image from Google or from Shutter or wherever and then use it as the background, right? So I think we should do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is go and download an image. Image. I think you can also do that as well. Image of a building. Let's do that. Image of a building. Okay. So while I am downloading an image on my end, also try to download an image on your end as well. Let's see. GGG. Save it as GGG. Right. Okay. So can you still see my screen? Can I still be heard?
Yes, I can see. Yes, I can see. I can see.
Okay. So you come over here, see this Figma sign. You come over here and then click on it, and then come to where you have files, and this is going to pop up, and then you click on place image, right? And then you're going to wait for it to run. Okay. So I downloaded the image and it's yes. So it's in my download, but yours might be in your picture or your desktop, wherever you placed it. So this is the one that we are going to be using. Okay. I'm supposed to highlight this. So we'll do this. Highlight it. Go back here. Pick this. Click. Open this. Okay. Then you drag it across your screen, right? Okay. So did you see that?
Yes, I can see it.
All right. So you could also come here and add an effect, right? And the effects that we're going to be using is background blur, right? I'm going to do a 6. Okay. If that doesn't work out for you, you could do the layer blur, or you could also do this. Reduce the opacity of your image so you get this effect. Did you get what I did? Right, okay, so let's take out the effects. Let's do Control Z and then go back. Okay. So now you either add a layer blur, that's an effect, or you simply just come down here and reduce the opacity of your image. So when you reduce the opacity of your image, it's not going to be as clear as it was, right? Now let's get another frame. Okay, I think we should just stick to this one. But I think I also mentioned that you could also use a plugin to get your images. Let's see. All right, so we're going to be doing this. So first and foremost, we need to find out what font was used. That's the very first thing that you have to do. For every design that you're trying to recreate, you have to try your very best to get the exact same font that was used. So we're going to do this first. Let me zoom in so you could see what I'm doing. Can you see? Right, so we're going to click on this and find out what font was used. And the font that was used, drum roll please, Poppins. All right, so Poppins would use bold 24. Then the line height was auto. So we're going to do the same thing, right? We're going to write a text. So we'll come here, click on this text, come down here, and then we're going to write Mario. Mario. And did I use the dollar sign? All I'm thinking about is money. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is that we're going to drag these so it looks like this, right? So because this is in the same Figma page, right? That's the reason why it automatically sets the fonts, the size, the auto layout, right? The line height, sorry, and the size, right? And whether we wanted it to be bold or regular. But if it wasn't on the same page and you just like took a screenshot from the website or from Google or wherever and then placed it on your page, then you would now have to adjust all of this. So are you seeing? It's actually adjusting as I'm going. Right. So you could adjust it. So 24. Now we are going to come over here. I think we should get an image. She gets an image that is going to be quite similar to this, something dark. Let's see if we can find an effect that works. No, let's find a darker image. Okay, so we're going to use the second method. We are going to use our plugins, and then we're going to use Unsplash. And we're going to give it a moment to run. And then we're going to search for buildings. Actually, some very beautiful buildings here. Then we are going to pick the one that we want. We want something dark and similar to this. So would have the same effects. I hope the noise from my background is not so much.
No, but we can hear you clearly.
Okay, thank you. Right, so have you seen anyone that you would like and you would want us to use? I think I like this one.
Yeah, that one.
This one, right?
Yes, yes, that one. Yes, that one.
Okay. So click on this and come here. Okay. So remember what we did the last time? We reduced the opacity. So we'll come here and do 60 first. We could do 80. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Hold on. I think there's an effect on this. Let's take that out. All right. So we're going to bring this here. Okay, so that's black. Can you see it clearly?
For the black, right? Yeah, I can.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right, so let's reduce this a bit. Okay, so let's do the same thing. We're going to do home and then contacts and about the same size for everything. All right, so we're going to come to our text and we're going to write out all of this home, about, contact. So let's write home first. Home, home. Okay. Now you can either choose to duplicate this or you could just let it be and, just type another one. But it's always easier to just click on it. Let me zoom in. I'm not so sure you can see my screen. Okay. Oh yeah, you can also come here and use your hand tool to just move around your Figma page. All right, so let's bring it down here. Let's do this. Let's come back, pick this up, take it here. So instead of, you can decide to create a section where you do all of your work rather than just move around like I am doing, right? So we'll just do Control. Once you click on it to duplicate, you click on this and then you do Control D, right? Once you do Control D, you have duplicated. Can you see?
Yes, I
Right.
can see, ma'am.
All right. You now go backspace and then you delete and then you can type out a new word. Okay. So let's do it again. And then this time around, we're going to be typing contact. All right. Contact. So once we have all of this, it's- okay, we are going to so we are also going to be creating this bar, the search bar. So the first thing is we'll get type out search. Okay. Okay. So let's pick and then add it. Pick the about and add this as well. We're going to do the measurements very soon. Pick the contact and then add it. So all these red lines that you're seeing are called the ruler on Figma, right? They are basically a guide to ensure that everything on your Figma page is positioned properly. You can also use the grid as well as a ruler, but we're not going to be doing that today. So the next thing we're going to do is try to recreate this rectangle shape. This is the rectangle shape. So the width is 405 and then the height is 16. So we're going to be drawing ours. So you come down here and then you see the rectangle tool and then start drawing, right? Remember, we're trying to recreate, right, the exact same thing. The height is 60, so we're going to come down here and then impute the height 60 and then the width 405. Enter. And now how this corner was made, you see ours is straight. Let me zoom in. Bring it up here. Then zoom in. Are you seeing the difference in the corners? This is straight, the regular rectangle that we know. And then this one has a curve. So the way to make this curve is by changing the corner radius. The corner radius is here. Can you see? Where we have this appearance, you see opacity, and then you're going to see corner radius. Can you see it?
Yes, yes, I'm following. I can see it.
Okay, so we're going to keep typing even numbers until we get the exact same thing. So we're going to start from 4 and see the difference that it makes. Let me change the color so that you would be able, I think if I make it black, you will be able to see the differences. I should make it blue. Now, if you check carefully, you see that the corners have changed a bit, but it's not so pronounced. We're trying to achieve this. We're trying to achieve that level of corner. So we're going to try 6. Hmm, still not working. So let's try 10. Wow, okay. So let's do 20. No, are you seeing this? A significant change. So let's try 24. 24. Are you seeing it's looking similar? It's looking quite similar, but it's not the exact same thing. So we're going to increase and try 26. Now, standing side by side, do you think it's the same? Do you think the curves are the same?
I think there is. I think if it's like 30, probably it will work, or maybe 20. About or maybe 28 or 29, but almost the same. Almost.
Almost the same, right? So let's do 28. Now I've clicked on it. Have you seen what was originally used? 30. 30 was used, and that's an odd number. So we are still at 28, and it's already looking similar, right? We can now decide to stick to this 28, or we can decide to use 30 since we're trying to replicate everything. Now that we have made it 30, does it look the same to you now?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So we're going to come here and then we are going to edit. So we're going to take out the fill color and so what we're going to do is come here and add a stroke. The stroke is the lines by the corner. Okay, we're going to increase it. So we're going to come down here and we're going to include a stroke. So we could decide to do, okay, I think that was 1. So we can decide to do 2 just to make it pronoun. And then, we'll do this. Okay. Are you seeing the corners? Okay. So now we are going to make the inside transparent. So let's go. We'll try 50 first. Are you seeing the glassy effects? Can you see the glassy effects it has now?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So we are going to keep reducing until it is, you can even decide to do 0 at once. You see. And then you see that there is nothing left other than the stroke outside, right? The lines outside. So let's see what line was used here. 2. So, right. 2 was used. So let's arrange it. Oh yes, before we go ahead to put it there, let's bring it out here. You can see that there is search inside here, inside this rectangle. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring our search over here, and we are going to reduce the opacity of the search. So it looks like what you will see on a typical website. But before we do that, we're going to put this in an auto layout, right? We're going to put in an auto layout so that the both of them will stick together. So what you do is, first of all, click the rectangle and then click on your shift key on the keyboard, and then you click using your mouse, you click on the search, and then you click on the shift again and click on A for the auto layout. When you are you seeing put showing auto layout added, right? You've put them in a frame. That means you've grouped them together and they cannot be separated by any other thing except if you ungroup it or if you delete it. So now, if you notice, this search moved to the middle, right? Because that's how it works with auto layout. It centralizes everything, all the elements in it. So we're going to click on it, and we're going to come to this place where you see position. You're going to see this shape here by the corner. Then you're going to click on it. It's showing what? Ignore auto layout. You click on it, and then you see the different alignments here. So we'll click on the left align and then move it a bit to where we want it to be. And then we're going to come down here to reduce the opacity. So we can decide to do 50. Have you noticed the change?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
just in that.
All right. So now we're going to, oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So this is all that we are going to do for now. Are you saying it looks similar, right? To what we have on the other side.
Yes, ma, I can see.
All right. Okay. So let's do this. So this is actually quite simple, and I do not want to have to overwhelm us with a lot of things. So I can drop the video of the rest for us later on. But for now, this is all that we are going to do. I hope it was simple and that we are going to be able to recreate this. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can do like few other, like maybe 1 or 2 things before the end of class today. So we're going to be doing this, right? So let's come here and type it out. Remember, just the regular things that we've been doing. So type housing construction at its best. Okay, so remember what we did, right? You're going to keep reducing until you achieve this, then we'll bring it in here, right? You're seeing that the ruler is helping us align, right? So let's come here and type this out. Okay, so the next thing we're going to type out is Mario and at your service. No princesses allowed. All right, so now what was used here? So we're going to check. If you notice that what we typed out now, it's big. So we're going to adjust the size. So Poppins 24 regular. So we're going to click on ours and we're going to reduce the size to 24, right? 24. And then we're going to click on here and make it regular, make our font regular. Did you see that? All right, so we're going to bring it here. We are going to change the font, the color, so it would be bright. Done. So let's do this. And do white. Did you see how we changed the colors?
Yeah, so that one.
Okay, so you click here and you scroll down here and then you come to where we have fill and then you click on here. Then you're able to change the color to whatever you want. If you want green, purple, red, let's do red. You can change the color to red if that is what you want. Okay, so let's take it back to white. So let's come here and do 60. I'll take this one. I'll look at the 90. Okay. So now we are going to remember how we did this. We're going to be doing the same thing for this as well. Well, for time's sake, we're just going to duplicate. I'm going to duplicate this. So we'll have it here. You see the width is 300 and the height is 77. So we're going to draw ours. See, our rectangle is still here. So we'll just activate it. And we are going to draw. So we'll check here, 300 and then 77. We'll come here and adjust because obviously we cannot always have the perfect thing. So, but we can always adjust thanks to the panels that we have. And how to get the color, very simple. You come here, click on fill, and then use this samples tool to pick the color that you want. Right, to pick the exact same color. And then we're going to change the corner radius and make it 20 from 0 to 20. Have you seen? We've made the exact same thing. So for time's sake, we're going to make this white. Right. White. We're going to bring it down here. And we're going to bring this as well down here. Okay. And we are going to be writing this text as well. So let's zoom in and use our hand tool to arrange the screen. So have you seen what is written here? Explore now and then contact us. So we're going to do that. Let's type explore. Explore now. I'm going to do contact us. So I'm going to delete this explore now. Hold on. And I'm going to click on this. Remember what we did the last time? We duplicated. We're going to edit and put explore now. Explore now. I'm going to click and then make this capital. All right, so let's go back. So we're going to pick this and we're going to put it here. Okay. And then we're going to pick this and we're going to place it here. Now we can also decide that we are going to let the opacity of our image be 100. Okay. We have 80 here.